Hey, what's going on, YouTube? And welcome back to Tech Conversations. As always, I am your host, Guillermo. And as always, I'm not a financial expert nor licensed professional. If you plan on investing in the stock market, please consult with one first and invest at your own risk. So, hope you're having a great day today. It is August 16th, and it is finally Sunday, which means tomorrow the stock market will be opened. Hopefully, we can all see some fantastic gains. Let me know in the comment section below what stocks you guys are looking at for tomorrow. Now, in this video, I want to talk about leap options, okay, also known as just leaps. And the reason I want to make this video is a lot of individuals have requested for me to make a video on the subject, both in the comment section on YouTube as well as in my Discord. Which, by the way, if you'd like to join my Discord, the link to it is in the description below. We do have over 1,400 members in there. Feel free to join if you'd like. And so I'm going to be talking about what leaps are, how they might benefit you. I'll show you guys an example as well as pros and cons. Now, before we begin, remember to hit the like button down below and subscribe, guys. It really helps out my channel. It really helps my videos become more widespread on YouTube so that hopefully more individuals can come across them, learn more about investing in the stock market, and hopefully not lose money while investing. So thank you guys so much for your support. Now, before we begin, this is going to involve trading options. And if you're very new to Robinhood and you've never traded options before, keep in mind that that options trading is disabled by default on Robinhood. And so to enable it, you need to go into your settings, and then you go to the section that says options trading. There'll be a link here that'll say something like enable options trading. You need to click on that to enable options trading, and then you should be set to go. Also, a quick reminder, depending on what level you are on, you might not have access to some more advanced options trading strategies like spreads, but that's fine because this video won't require any of that. So once you're set with that, you can now go and follow along here. So for this demo, I'm going to be using QQQ, and let me explain why. So for leap options, you're going to want to find a stock that has a very good upward trend, that has a lot of growth potential in the next couple of years. So you have to do your research. Okay, and so the reason I choose QQQ is that it's had great growth the last couple of years. So as you can see in the last 5 years, it's up 145%, or about 29% in the last per year, right? I mean, even if you look, when the pandemic happened and this went all the way down, it was at 53%, and then pretty much in a couple months it went back up, to 145%, right? So it has a huge upward trend, right? And the reason being that this tracks a modified market cap weighted index of 100 NASDAQ listed stocks. And so these stocks are going to include stocks like Apple, Microsoft, Amazon, stocks that do very well, that have grown for years and years, right? And so that's the first thing you're going to want to do. Now, again, this is going to include options. And so we're going to go over to the options for QQQ. You can do that by clicking on this Trade QQQ Options. So here are the options for QQQ. Okay, so we just talked about finding a stock that has a good upward trend. So we're hoping that the stock goes up. And remember, when you hope that the price of the stock goes up, that's going to be buying a call, right? Because when you buy a put, you're hoping that the price of the stock goes down. Okay, so we're going to buy a call. And we're going to want to buy a call that has a long expiration date. Because LEAPS, for those who care, stands for long-term equity anticipation securities. So these will be long-term securities, long-term options. And these are going to be options with more than 9 months until expiration. Okay, and so remember, you can choose your expiration date right here. And so today is August 21st, 2020. So let's go to, we'll do January 21st, 2022, okay? So it's a little bit more than a year, and that's completely fine. So once we find an option that's, more than 9 months until expiration, the next thing we want to do is we want to find a contract here that's deep in the money. And the best or the easiest way for me to explain this to people who are new, when you're buying a call, in the money would be the contracts where the strike price is less than the share price. Okay, I won't get more into that in this video, but that's just a quick way to know, if it's in the money. So basically all these contracts down here, these are all in the money. And we want one that's deep in the money. And even more than that, we want one that has a delta of 0.80 or more. Right? Remember, delta is one of the Greeks on these contracts. If I click on this, you can go to this section that says the Greeks. And so you can see it's going to be the first Greek you see, which is delta. Okay, and I'll explain what that means in a sec here, but let's first find an option where delta is 0.80 or more. And so I think I had already looked at this. I think it's the 210 one here. Yeah. So here's the one that has a delta of 0.8111. Okay, so first let me explain what delta is, and then let me explain why we want it to be 0.80 or more. So delta on this option is going to be how much the value of this contract goes up or down by with a $1 change in the share price. Okay, and so the first thing you need to know is that this delta here, this 0.8111, is per share of the contract. So remember, each contract is 100 shares. And so you actually have to multiply this by 100, right, which would be $81.11. Meaning that if QQQ goes up by $1, the value of this contract is going to go up by $81.11. Conversely, though, if QQQ goes down by $1, the value of this contract is going to go down by $81.11. Right? And then once that happens, remember, gamma gets added to delta, and that becomes your new delta. But I won't get into that in this video. Now, why do we want delta to be 0.80 or more? Well, a huge part of why we're doing this is that we want to mimic how much we would make if we owned 100 shares of QQQ outright. Okay, so let me explain that. If I wanted 100 shares of QQQ right now, each share would be $272. Let's just say that. So if I wanted 100 shares, that would cost me $27,200. And the thing about that is, if for every dollar that QQQ goes up, I would make $100, right? That's just simple math, right? If I own 100 shares, and the price goes up by $1, well, that's 100 times 1, I made $100. If QQQ goes up by $5, that's 100 shares times 5, that's $500 I just made. And so the reason we want delta to be 0.80 or more is because we want to mimic that as close as possible, right? Because remember, when the price of this goes up by $1, we're making 81 cents per share, right? Where if we own 100 shares of QQQ right now, each share is going up by $1. So it's close, right? And that's why we want delta to be 0.80 or more. Okay, so now let's talk about a couple of things here. First and foremost, to buy this call, it's going to cost you $75.50 per share. And remember, there's 100 shares. So buying this call is going to cost you $7,550. But remember, every time that QQQ goes up by $1, you're making $81, right? And so the benefit of doing this is you're going to get better returns if QQQ goes in your favor, right? Because if you have $27,200 worth of QQQ and it goes up, you made $100, right? So you made $100 return off a over $27,000 investment. Over here, if QQQ goes up by $1, you're making an $81 return off a $7,550 investment. This is going to be a bigger return than this, okay, by a lot actually. And so that's kind of one of the benefits, and this is why, again, you want the price to go up. But of course, you do need good timing on this, right? Because you could potentially lose all your money. Okay, so let me just give you guys a quick example here of how this could have gone wrong as well. Because let's say that let's just say back here in 2018 you had bought a call on QQQ expiring let's just say March 20, 2020, right? Okay, so you buy your call hey, QQQ went up, kind of dipped a little bit, kept going back up, kept going back up, kept going back up, right? And then all of a sudden, bam, it dips. And now look, it's 170, and over here it was what? 147, right? So you might have still made a little bit money, but you also need to keep in mind that these contracts, they do have decay, right? So as it gets closer to that expiration date, it is going to start to decay, right? And we can find that by looking at the at theta, right? And so, oh, too far down. Oh, right. So if we look at theta here, this is 0.0270, right? If you multiply that by 100, that's $2.70, right? Which means that the value of a contract is going to go down by $2.70 every day. And you got to keep in mind that this keeps increasing as it gets closer to expiration date, right? Meaning that, since, in that example we chose expiration date was March 20th, March, 20th, 2020, once it probably hit the month of March, this started decreasing very quickly every single day, right? And so, any gains you would have made there probably were offset by theta, right? And we could have chosen a more, more extreme example, right? Like let's say you purchased it here, right? Well, now over here it's less than that. It would have expired worthless, right? So you should always have like a definite stop loss, right? Where like once you lose so much money, you just stop, you exit your options trade, and you should also have like a profit taking, you know, set as well. Like this is the price where I'm gonna take my profit at as well. Don't just go into this blindly, right? The other thing that you might not benefit from if you own 100 shares versus the contract is also you can't collect on dividends, right? Because QQQ, for example, it does have a dividend, right? And we can see your dividend yield is 0.60. So if I own 100 shares of QQQ, I would collect dividends, right? If I just bought that call on QQQ, I'm not gonna be able to collect on dividends. So those are kind of some of the cons that might come with this, right? But generally speaking, that's how this would work. And so again, you want a contract with more than 9 months until expiration, and you want to find one that's deep in the money with delta of 0.80 or more. Again, to try to mimic, making the amount of money that you would if you owned 100 shares outright, and then you just again find a stock that has growth potential. Because as long as QQQ goes up here, you're going to continue to make money, right? But again, like we saw, there are a couple of cons to this. So that's all I had to say about leaps. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below about them. I've never tried it out. Maybe I will someday, but let me know if you guys have tried it out. And again, if you want to join my Discord, link to it is in the description below. Also, if you're new to Robinhood and you plan on joining Robinhood, feel free to use my referral link in the description below. If you sign up using my referral link, both you and I will receive one free stock, which is free money for both of us. So let's help each other out, guys. And as always, I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you guys next time.